Hi, welcome to this class. Today we're going to develop topic is writing in class, or in this case, Persuasive Essay. So let's start with this. The language skill that we decide to use is writing skill, which is going to include all the knowledge and abilities related to expressing ideas through the written word. We have the other one. So the level for this is intermediate to advanced, and this is related to or having the knowledge or skill of someone who is more advanced than a beginner but not an expert. In the intermediate writing skills just allow you to communicate your message with clarity and ease to a far larger audience than through face-to-face or telephone conversation. We have the next one. The objective for this class is at the end of this writing class, the student will be able to create a persuasive essay using the 6 step of a persuasive writing on his own words. And the other one, the content which is going to be developed this class in the topic is persuasive essay. The vocabulary is different ways to create a persuasive essay, and the commands is give me your opinion. We have the following. So the procedures. We have 20 minutes length of this writing class, and the presentation is going to be developed like this. First, we will look at persuasive writing, then the different ways in which persuasive writing is used, then its structures such as introduction, hook, thesis statement, body paragraph, and conclusion, in which we will consider the ways in which the student should write the persuasive essay in an appropriate way. We have the practice, and the student is going to plan his essay and the main idea, then the student is going to write a small draft about his persuasive essay. After that, the student will do a review if his essay is good or not. And we have the reduction. I will give an activity where the student will write a persuasive essay with the topic he wants, with a minimum of 400 words and maximum 500 words. If he follows the order and condition of his ideas and the cover order of the 6 steps of writing persuasive essay, so everything is going to be okay. So we have the evaluation tool. So this is the rubric which is going to be evaluated persuasive essay of the students. So, and we have the link. And so without further ado, this is everything. So let's start with the writing class or with the persuasive essay. Okay, welcome to this lesson class. Today we're going to see a topic is persuasive writing. So have you ever heard about this topic before?
To be honest, I haven't read about it.
Okay, so I'm going to give you like a little explanation about this. So we continue with that. Persuasive writing. So persuasive writing with this is a writing that tries to convince a reader or to do something or to believe what you believe about certain topic. So is to state your opinion with that case. And the case is going to be for or against something. So we continue with the next one. There are different types that you can use for to do a persuasive writing for that case. We have a support a case, urge people to action, make a change, or prove something wrong. So with this persuasive statement, so you're gonna catch the readers with those with this different purpose for the persuasive writing. We have the next ones. We have the stir up sympathy, create interest, and get people to agree with you. With this case, as I mentioned, so is necessary to convince the other ones to show what you are agree or you are disagree regarding with the topic they are going to select it. So we're going to start with the first thing. For a persuasive writing, it's necessary an introduction with a hook and a thesis statement. With that, you're going to engage the readers with the topic that you're going to have. We have the other one is the body paragraph. With the body paragraph, and with that, you're going to have like a 3 ideas, which you're going to explain what you're stating that opinion or that case where you're trying to persuade other people. We have the other one that is the most important, a conclusion. So with that, you're going to summarize everything, and also you're going to review what you wrote and what is the thing that you're trying to convince other people regarding with your essay. And also you're going to give or you're going to leave something to think about to the readers. So we're gonna continue with the next one. So first, we had to remember this for the things. You had to know your audience. Before you're starting writing, you should know who will read your writing, who do need to convince, and the audience could be your friends. In this case, could be the teachers. So I'm gonna be the first audience, but and for a persuasive audience, or in this case, for a persuasive essay, it's necessary to know who is going to be their audience. Could be your parents, your principals, readers of newspaper, and in that case, could be a president of the United States. And also, we had the second thing. You had to pick a side. In that case, you should state your position, or in that case, you should state your statement. Generally, the position is in the opening paragraph or in the introduction. So for that case, always start with the introduction. So we had the other one. We had the doing the research. In order to convince the reader, so you need more than just an opinion. You need facts or examples. With that case, you're gonna back your opinion, and it's gonna be reinforced. So you have to be sure what is the website you're gonna select to create your persuasive essay. We have the other one. Well, we have 6-paragraph essay for a persuasive essay. So we're gonna make the plan. First, we had to do an introduction. Then you're gonna do a hook, which is gonna be the first thing that you have to create, or in that case, which is gonna try to convince the other people or engage the people to read your persuasive essay. And also we had the thesis statement, which you were gonna develop the 3 ideas, and the first argument, second and third, which is gonna be with support with your all ideas. So this is gonna be the 3 main ideas that is gonna be created or it's gonna be part of the body. And also we have the other one, show the counter-argument, which you're going to show what is your opinion, what is the statement of that, what you consider is correct or not is correct. And also we have the final thing, we have the conclusion where you're going to summarize everything. So let's start with this. Now, you have to remember things that you have to do and things that you cannot do in an essay. So we have these things, and I'm going to show you just like it. Okay. We have the first one. I'm gonna read just one, and then you can read the rest. You have to divide into 5 paragraphs or 6 if you plan adding a paragraph with a counter argument. So it's up to you if you want to add a counter argument. So, and then you have to remember that this has to have a thesis statement in your introduction, and also you have to come up with 3 main points or 3 main ideas to support your argument. So this will be your 3 body paragraph. And then it's up to you as a redimation to put the counter argument. And also you can have a conclusion that has a clincher stage. And also you can come up with a catchy title. So for example, can you tell me what topic you have in mind to put in your persuasive essay?
Well, I have been thinking about it, and I think that's something that really matters for me is the reading. Read a book is something very important. And that's not something that I think as a professional. I think, as an approach. So I think the topic will be something like why I want to make sure that people is gonna take the really importance of our reading skills. So that is gonna be my topic.
Okay, it seems like it's a very good topic. So remember one of the things that you don't have to do. So in a persuasive essay, it's not necessary to say, hello, my name is, or I'm gonna write this, or don't use words like I. You should use words like an third person. This is like a format persuasive essay. So, and this is one of the things that you have to remember. So let's start with the next one. With a great introduction. So it's necessary to grasp a good hook. You can start with an entity or a quotation or an interesting fact or a statistic or a question. So with that case, it's going to be well organized, or in that case, you're gonna possess clear what is your position in the case in the thesis statement. So with the next one, we have this. I'm gonna give you like what is gonna be something important to grabbing your audience. Some of the good strategies to use an introduction, you can use an entity, as I say, a question, interesting fact, or a statistic. So I'm gonna show you some examples that which is gonna be useful for you. So let me show you the next examples. So you're gonna start with a riddle. For example, with that case, you're gonna get the reader's attention with a challenging thought. With that case, you can start with a question. For example, like making the conscience to the people about reading the case. Why it's important, or the people they need to read because that reason. So you can should do that, and so then people they're gonna be attracted with that question that you're gonna put at the beginning of the book, or in the case in the introduction. Or you can start with the strong statement, where that case could be with the interesting fact about reading. So what is gonna be the benefits or some of the advantages. Started reading to be in the first ages, or in that case starting with once you're a kid, or in the middle school, high school. So it could be one of the some of the facts that you can add in regardless with the essence of the reading. We have another one. We have this as you can open with a quotation. So with the quotations, we have some examples. You can use a reference. From university or an organization, or internet, but just remember that once you use an information from a different website, or in that case, from a university or a book, remember with the citation, it's necessary to put the name and also in the year. So remember that type of information, because it's going to be useful for you once you start to write your persuasive essay. So this is one of the examples, starting with occupation. And also we have another one. We have this. You can use, or you can open with an interesting fact. Some of the interesting fact that you can use for the reading. So you can use like, do you know why is important reading in the case? Do you know that this can help you to don't have like Alzheimer at the elderly age? So with that case, people, they can know that. So you can use like an interesting fact, and you can use websites or in books or magazines and among other things. We have other ones. You can open with anecdote. Could be on a personal experience, what helped us to you. So Javier, can you tell me how many books have you ever read in your entire life?
I don't know. It's gonna be a number that I can not say in this moment, because I really like to read. So I think that is a real number will be something. I don't want to sound
almost 30, 50?
Pretentious. I mean, that level will be so pretentious, right? I mean, I think that I read a book almost every week. So it's very difficult. I will have to say a number every week in these last years. So I think that the number is not really important. I mean, when we are talking about books, we are not talking about real numbers. We are talking about facts, and that's the real importance. So I do believe that I cannot count the books that I have read in numbers, but I can count them just using the facts that I have understand of them.
Yeah. So well, the question was, in this case, what was the experience with the case? It's the reason why I was trying to give an example with anecdote. What was the experience of all the books that you read before? So what was the knowledge that you get, and also what was older knowledge that you're sharing with others? So with that case, you can start with that. For example, like the quantity of books, and also the things that you know right now, and also probably the pleasant moments that you have once you was reading those. So I
think that is the easy way to begin. I say it is using a quote. So I think that it's not gonna be hard to find a quote that can make a hook. I mean, there are so many quotes, and just thinking, at this moment, I can remember a quote that I really like, and when I hear it, I said, yeah, that's true. Alejandro Dolina, who is a writer and a poet, once said that people doesn't like to read. People just like to have read, because people just think that it's better to say, I have read this and this, instead of say, I'm reading this and this. So I think that the easier way to begin this essay is going to be a quote. I think that even it's going to be the most polite way of.
Okay, thank you, Javier, for the quote that you give us. So I'm gonna start with the next important thing that you can start with. In this case, with a hook. So we have another one that you can use facts or statistics. So it could be something relevant or something that you have in mind. We have other one. So you could open with a question. So sometimes it's very engaging when you're using a question. For example, we have here, it could be like, how many times do you read a book for a year? How many times, or do you consider that book is like something important in your life? So it could be like that. We're gonna see the next one, or you can start with that strategies statement, something that is going straight to the point. So it could be like a food is better for your life. It could be an example for that. So we're gonna see the next one. Now we're gonna create the thesis statement. First of all, we have these things that is gonna be useful for you. So you have to remember, a thesis statement is like one sentence at the end of your introduction that states your opinion. So you're gonna choose 3 main ideas or 3 main focus that points to discuss in your essay. So which is gonna be the focus of the 3 paragraphs in your body. So these 3 ideas is gonna help you to create the body. So you have to create an idea, for example, like books are interesting, books can help you to improve your personal life, or in that case, books can help you to keep like more knowledge. So this is gonna be some of the ideas that you can put in that persuasive essay. So we're gonna start with the next one. We have this, writing the thesis statement. So now you're gonna take the 3 main focus points, or the 3 main ideas, and you're gonna summarize them. So, and at the end, you're gonna put those ideas at the end of your first paragraph. For example, we have the 3 main ideas. For this case, regarding what you said in the book. Regarding what you said. So you can use like, I believe that those are, in this case, it can improve your life, or in this case, that can give you more knowledge, or in that case, can give you like a different experience. So it could be something like that. So to complete that thesis statement, so it could be, books can make a person that with more knowledge, or in that case. So these are some ideas which it's gonna give you, and then you're gonna create the idea that you consider more relevant for you. We have another one. We had this example with an introductory paragraph. We had the catchy title. So the ones that we have here is fast food is cool in America. We had the Who the Reader. So start with the question. So, and then we have here the 3 arguments. And some of the arguments right now that you can see here is rapidly increased weight, cause high blood pressure, at least is sluggish. So, and also we have the thesis statement. The complete idea is combined with the 3 ideas. Fast food is bad for your health. So this is the introduction. So let's start with the next one. We have the 3 supporting paragraphs. With this, you're gonna use the 3 main ideas. So we have written, or in that case, we have written 1 paragraph for how fast food increase weight, 1 paragraph on how it causes high blood pressure, and also the one how it leads to sluggish. So you're gonna use the 3 main ideas with that to create the supporting paragraphs, at least 3. So we have the other one. You can create the other side. For example, like you'll need to tell your reader what your counter's argument is and prove why it shouldn't be murdered, or what should be murdered. So you have to state your opinion in that case, what is regarding with your experience with that. We have another example. So, and regarding with the fast food. So with that case, with this, the other side, you should explain what your opposition believes or what they believe. So in that case, you have to defend your opinions and make the other people believe what is correct, what you think, or what is necessary to do that. So this is the meaning, the other side of the story. So, and we have here an example. Now we have the other thing right now, and is some of the most important things. Oh, let me go back to the other. So we had to conclude or end your essay. So what makes a good conclusion? So with the last paragraph, you're gonna summarize your main point, and you can end using like a call the reader to action, an entity or a scenario, or make a prediction. So with the last paragraph, you're gonna grasp up the writings and give the reader something to think about. We have the other one. So we have some strategies for conclusion. We have to call to action, provide a solution, and make a prediction. So with that, the call to action is ask the reader to do something or to make something happen. We provide solution is provide an answer to the problem. Make a prediction is explain what might be consequence of action or inaction. So this is one of the examples that you can use for a persuasive essay. We have the other ones. We have an example for a concluding paragraph. With that case, you can use different types of to summarize everything. For example, you can use to sum up, in closing, finally, in conclusion, and then you're gonna put something to action. We have the 3 main ideas that you put at the beginning, the thesis statement. You're gonna put it at the end of the conclusion, and then you're gonna end with the question, and then something to think about to the readers. So this is gonna restore your thesis, and then with a comment, a question, or a call to action. So we have this task. With this task, with the Persuasive Essay that you said there about books, you're gonna select a catchy title, and then an introductory paragraph with a hook. Then the 3 main arguments and thesis statement. Then 1 paragraph for each of your 3 arguments. Closing paragraph that restores your thesis and challenge the reader to think about it. So this is gonna be the task for you. I have an example here for you. Persuasive Essay. You're gonna give it your name and the date of it. If you want, it could be your carnet of a student Universidad. So this is a simple example of our Persuasive Essay. So we have the title, say the greatest point of view. We have here in the introduction, the greatest review the title as a question and summarize different opinions on the topic, then state his or her point of view. Then we have the writer provides more details about the opposing point of view. And also we have the writer explain why he or she disagree with the opposing point of view. And then the writers add details that support his or her opinions. And at the end, in conclusion, the writers made a suggestion about what should be done to address the issue. So there is another thing that you don't have to forget. You have to make sure to read over your work and edit for mechanism and spelling, write neatly, include detail and great vocabulary, and follow proper format, and also proper hidden and skip lines. So this is the homework that you're gonna do. So do you have any questions or comments for this?
No, at this moment.
Okay, so you're gonna send me this homework in my institutional Gmail. So it's 310942016@gmail.com. So you're gonna send me that, or in my personal Gmail is andrea.recinos@gmail.com. So you're gonna send that. It could be in the institutional email or in my personal email. So just gonna say thank you so much for being in this class, and I hope you're having a good day. And well, so see you soon. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.